Hey guys, let's see, wait. Hey guys, so I'm going to teach you how to glide today. It's actually a pretty simple move once you get the mechanics of it and your muscle memory kicks in. And I would recommend to try every tutorial you can find on it because everybody has a different style and a different way of executing it. The mechanics are basically the same, but you might catch a couple different helpful hints or tips from different, if you have a variety of tutorials to choose from. So I'm here today to break it down in the most simple way and the easiest way to learn how to glide. You can wear socks if you're on a wood floor or a hard surface. I recommend tennis shoes just because you want to really practice in the shoes that you're actually going to be doing the glide in. So it does feel very different when you're in shoes. So I would recommend shoes, and that's it. Let's go. The glide is just like a moonwalk in the mechanics of how it works. I hope this mic doesn't make too much noise, but I want you guys to be able to hear me. So the mechanics of a moonwalk, it's just the same thing as a glide. It's all about where your weight goes. So when you start the glide, your weight is going to be only over one leg, this leg. Whenever the knee is bent, that is where your weight is going to be. And you only have your weight over one leg pretty much the whole time. It shifts between legs, but it's never anywhere else. It's always over one or the other leg. So with your knee bent, and if you have really good soles on your shoes, thick soles, you can like really exaggerate that and be up on here. But for now, everyone can just start here. This is how I do it. So you're going to have all of your weight on this knee. Now see, this leg you should be able to lift your other leg. That's how much you have to have all your weight on your bent leg. I'm going to emphasize this like probably too many times, but your weight is the most important thing in executing this move. So make sure you have all your weight over this leg, this bent knee, and you're able to lift this leg. Now, when this leg slides out back, we go here. As you can see, a lot of people think that we're actually dragging the foot across the surface of the floor, but we're not. If you have like a millimeter or even like a little centimeter between your shoe and the floor, that's ideal. And when you're doing the move, nobody will be able to tell that you're not actually sliding on the floor, that you are actually in fact in the air. And that actually helps you go faster when you do it that way. So try not to drag it onto the ground. Actually lift it off the air or off the ground and kind of slide it back. So your foot will have a lot of muscle tension in it because you need to keep your toes slightly flexed when it's off the air to give it the illusion that it is completely flat on the ground. So that's the second thing is, first thing is the weight over one leg. The second thing is that the moving leg, you have the heel on the ground until you are ready to switch heels. So don't lift this moving heel. Do not have it in the air at all because it will distort the illusion. So you want to keep this heel pressed down. And now you're going to take your weight from this knee and simultaneously switching your heels, switching your weight to this leg. And then you're going to take this foot and just a little teeny bit off the ground, and you're going to pull it in. And then you switch your weight. So now my weight is on this leg. And now you're going to just repeat it. You're going to be facing the back, so all your weight is on the bent knee, and you're able to pick up this leg, and then you're going to slide back and switch your weight all the way, and then pull it in and switch your weight. So it looks like I'm just doing this, but there's a lot more going on when I'm doing that. I'm actually switching my weight. If you want to practice that, that is actually a really good exercise to get the hang of what I'm talking about. So if you have one bent knee, all your weight, and then shift to all your weight. Put all your weight here, all your weight here, all your weight here. That's like the key to getting the glide or moonwalk or slide. And what was the other thing I was going to say? I don't know, let's just try that slow a few times. Just really practice this, just the shifting of the weight over and over and over again. This move takes a lot of practice. It took me months to actually get it right. And when you do, after you practice so much, it will one day, it will just click. And that's what happened to me, and I've heard that from a lot of other dancers before. So this is one of those moves that you just gotta keep practicing. No matter how much you think that you'll never get it, it will click, I promise. So, but starting slow, you should practice this part over and over and over again, slow. Don't even try and make it look all like you're gliding, and don't get ahead of yourself and go too fast, because then you're gonna lose the muscle memory momentum that you're building slowly. So start out very slow, and you're going to put all your weight here, slide back, shift your weight, pull it in, and shift your weight. Slide back, shift your weight, pull it in, shift your weight. Slide back, shift, in, shift, back, shift, in, shift your weight, and slide, back, shift, pull it in, and switch. So just doing that over and over again is going to totally help you grasp the technique of the slide. It's a great illusion. It looks super cool, but it really has to be, it's not going to look cool, like I said, until you get the shifting of the weight. And that's really the hardest thing that people have trouble with, is the weight shift. And it's all about, I see it time and time again, where it's just all about practicing this. Over and over again until you don't have the urge to not have your weight over that one leg. What else? Oh, also when your heels are switching, you're switching your weight, you really want both heels. So when this one's up and this one's down, you go out, and now they're going to switch. You want these heels to start and end at the same exact time. So this one's going to go down, and this one's going to come up at the same time. So you're going to go switch, and this one doesn't hit the ground until this one's ready to hit the top, okay? If that makes sense. So you're going to go here and switch them at the same time, and pull it in, switch them at the same time. Out, and switch them, pull it in, and switch. Out, and switch, pull it in, and switch. Now obviously this is just one variation of the glide. It's one of my favorites because it's like you can, it looks like you're going in a circle. I think it looks really cool in the middle of a shuffle, or the middle of, you just bust out the glide real fast. It's a pretty cool move. So with this one particular that I'm doing, when we're going facing front and back, sorry, I don't know what that was, but with this particular one, it's great like after a running man. I'll give you an example. You could do running man, and then you're gonna go down and see where my toe is right here. That's the leg where my weight is gonna go for that first slide back. So even though I'm all the way up here with this leg, you're just gonna put your weight on this bent knee and slide it back, and then switch, and again. So it goes here, 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 back, switch, and switch. Okay, I really hope that makes sense. I'm trying to break it down in the most technical, breakdown of the mechanics, how it works as possible. I did every tutorial you can imagine on this move, and I never really felt like I ever got a clear explanation of what exactly is going on in the step. So hopefully I'm helping you with that. Anyway, so that's really all it is the weight shifts, the heels, and keeping this foot flat on the ground. And once you get the muscle memory and you start to speed up, and you actually, once it clicks, you're gonna have your own style. The way you do it, it's gonna look awesome just with your own personal twist on it. As long as the same mechanic is for everybody, the same breakdown of technique, but once you're faster and smoother, everybody looks very different when they do the glide. So to each his own, and have fun with it. It is a great move, and it's a party favorite. I always have some of my family's like, do the glide. One other thing, and how that I was just doing that, is I found it easier to, right before it clicked for me, I was trying different little variations here and there trying to figure out why it wasn't looking right. And something that helped me get to that next stage was thinking about my knees and popping them. So it made it really a lot more textured and dynamic visually. And I think technically it will help you with the weight change. So what I mean is you're here, slide back, really pop that knee, make it real sharp, and then pop. And then once you pop that knee like that, it's like almost like you're exaggerating it enough where your weight will automatically be all focused right there. So I think that would help is if you think about popping that knee. So here, and pop, pop, up, up, up. I hope that makes sense again. Anyway, that's it. That's the glide. I really hope that works out, and let me know in the comments if it did work out. And if you like my teaching style and breakdown of these steps, please follow me, subscribe. You can find me on TikTok at Kelly Brock Dance, Instagram, all that good stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and that is the glide.